All right, guys, welcome back. This is Brian. We're going over a few exercises. This first one is a 4-part isometric ab hold. You can hold these out longer, really engaging each shelf, each layer of the abs. And this one just feels really good. You don't need too many reps holding those isos to really hit it. Then we're going to go into a high bridge. Okay. Also, kind of basically a reverse plank, but I'm going to show you actually the more strict reverse plank here in a second. This one, we're going to have the knees bent. We're really focusing on driving the heels down, lifting through the glutes, and keeping that core engaged. Also stretching out those shoulders. Okay, so that one's definitely great, especially guys, really opening up those hips. But for anybody, if you sit a lot, if you have tight hips, also here again with the lower reverse plank off the elbows. Again, you're getting more of the hamstrings, a little bit different activation in the glutes. I'm adding a quick V sit, high V hold V sit position to get a little more isometric in the core. So again, we're getting flexion, extension, engagement through the stabilization of the core, the spine, throwing in some ab rollers, good old fashioned way to engage that core. But I really like this because it gives you that full body line connection. Just from, thinking about the core as a stabilization unit. You can focus on a bit more of that hollow body engagement and positioning. Here is one of my all-time favorites. Great way to progress for anyone. Single leg unilateral work on the hips, on the ankles and balance, getting the extension through the opposite arm, lower back, obviously some stabilization. And of course, the standing reach we can vary and we can just add different layers of depth to progress that from just a small bit of range of motion, just starting to engage the hip. For instance, if someone's coming right off an injury or a surgery, and you can work your way to the deeper depths there again to keep those erectors strong, keep those glutes and posterior chain working well, and to lengthen through that lumbar. We have the full back extension. Nice alteration to those back extensions is to add the resistance band. That one really will get the glutes firing hard, burning. Here we're going through that same kind of hinge movement, just adding in that overhead press. We're using the core a little bit and just hinging from a different position. Again, here, hinging with the back extension, focusing a little bit more on the long lengthening at the bottom. Just hitting some bench press here. Guys, focusing on control, always getting a nice deep stretch at the bottom. And one of my favorite warm-ups and cool down exercises, a side to side twist.